The Galactic Union had existed for 10,000 years. A web of 1,000 species bound together by treaties, trade, and fear. Fear, not of war, but of something far worse, humanity. We had joined the Union only 60 years ago. Back then, they called us the infants of soul. We were small, reckless, emotional. And yet, something about us terrified them. No one said it aloud, but everyone knew. The only war the galaxy feared was the one humans might start. It began on the mining moon of Arctis 7. A small human colony there, 50,000 souls, vanished. No distress signals, no survivors, nothing. Just static where there should have been life. The Union blamed the Vanishes Empire, an insectoid race with a long history of border accidents. But the Vanishes swore innocence. When the Union called for calm, the human ambassador, a quiet woman named Elara Voss, stood up in the Great Assembly and said only 4 words. "We will investigate ourselves." And then she left. No threats. No armies. Just silence. The kind of silence that makes predators nervous. 3 months later, the first Vanishes ship went missing. Then another. And another. By the time the Union realized what was happening, 62 Vanishes vessels had disappeared into the void. The Vanishes called it terrorism. The humans called it justice. When the Vanishes Empire demanded retribution, the Union convened an emergency council. Every ambassador shouted, pleaded, warned, begging humanity to stop whatever it was doing. But Earth remained silent. No statements. No fleets mobilized. Just nothing. Until the day the Vanishes homeworld went dark. The Union sent a recon drone to investigate. It found the planet intact, cities untouched, but every system was offline. The power grids, the defense networks, the orbital stations, all deactivated at the same instant. Every Vanishes communication channel was filled with one message, repeated endlessly. Do not mistake mercy for weakness. It was signed EV. Elara Voss. The galaxy trembled. This wasn't just vengeance, it was precision. No bombs. No invasions. Just silence. The kind that comes from perfect control. Every system the Vanishes had shut down remotely. Their own AI cores turned against them. It wasn't destruction. It was domination. The Union demanded answers. Elara returned to the assembly, calm as always. The Vanishes killed 50,000 human civilians, she said. We ended their ability to harm anyone again. The Krith ambassador hissed. You destroyed an empire's sovereignty. Elara smiled faintly. Sovereignty is earned through responsibility. They failed that test. Behind the scenes, the Union military grew restless. Humanity had never revealed the full extent of its AI network, the one they called GAIA. Rumors said it wasn't just a defense system. It was something far more dangerous, a self-evolving intelligence tied into every human ship, satellite, and colony, and capable of infiltrating alien systems through quantum entanglement links. Rumors, until now. GAIA had silenced an empire without firing a shot. The Union president summoned Elara Voss in private. Do you understand what you've done? He demanded. You've destabilized a 1,000-year peace. Elara simply looked at him. You mistake peace for obedience. We will not bow to monsters, President. Not the Vanishes. Not anyone. The president leaned forward. You're becoming what they fear, the human threat. For the first time, Elara's composure cracked. No, President. We're becoming what the galaxy needs, a reminder that peace has a price. Weeks later, Union intelligence intercepted strange transmissions, encrypted pulses echoing through deep space. At first, they thought it was human military chatter. Then the pattern spread, dozens of species were sending similar signals. Rebellion was brewing. For centuries, the Union's peace had been held together by exploitation, stronger species feeding on weaker ones. Now, after humanity's stand, the oppressed had found courage. They called it the Voss effect. Within months, 5 member worlds declared independence. The Union teetered on the edge of collapse. And through it all, humanity said nothing. Their fleets remained docked. Their soldiers stayed home. They didn't conquer, they simply watched. Finally, the Union sent one last envoy to Earth, a Zelkar philosopher named Rental. He met Elara in Geneva, beneath the glass dome overlooking the Atlantic. "You have undone 10,000 years of order," Ren said quietly. "Was that your goal?" Elara turned to the window, watching the sunrise spill over the ocean. "Order built on fear isn't peace, Ren. It's a cage. We didn't break the Union. We just reminded the galaxy what freedom feels like." Ren tilted his head. "And what happens now?" She smiled, the kind that carried both sorrow and pride. "Now, they learn to live without chains." The historian who recorded that meeting wrote later, "It was the war that wasn't. No shots fired. No armies clashing. Just a whisper in the dark, and a galaxy waking from its slumber." The Union collapsed within a decade. In its place rose the coalition of free worlds, founded not by conquest, but by conscience. And in every founding hall across 100 systems, the same plaque hangs, engraved with the same words. In memory of Arctis 7. In honor of Elara Voss. May silence never again be mistaken for peace.